What if the key to standing out as an artist isn't just about talent or hard work? What if it's the way we see ourselves and the way we position ourselves so that galleries, collectors, and partners just can't resist working with us? Welcome, my friends. On this episode, I want to talk about making some small but powerful changes when it comes to the way we see ourselves and our self-concept. Now, you probably heard the story of the recent banana that sold for $6 million. And this all started in 2019 when a conceptual artist, Mauricio Catalan, taped a banana to a wall at Art Basel and sold 3 editions for 120K. Now, there's a little bit of controversy about this. It's a little bit unfair, and you might say, well, there's so many artists making incredibly skilled work, and they're just not getting noticed, and they're struggling, and they're living in poverty, while this man literally takes a banana and sells it for millions, right? Well, there's definitely a lot more complexity to this, and without getting into the details, this is not what this episode is about. I want to talk about the fact that this man, love him or hate him, really embodied this identity of this conceptual artist and really confidently stood by his idea. And even though most of us probably don't want to go that route, and most of us probably will never sell our work for $6 million at auction, if you do, go get them. I'm cheering for you all the way. But many of us are just trying to make a healthy living, support our families, and continue doing what we love, create an impact and positive change, right? And I invite you today to think about the kind of person that has the kind of life that you want. And for many people, an alter ego can be a really helpful way of doing so. Because let's be honest, when we first start out, we have so many doubts. We might have imposter syndrome, or we just feel awkward. We don't quite know where we belong in the world, or let alone in the art world. But the version of you that's getting invited to exhibitions, that's being constantly emailed or asked for commissions or public projects and getting sales, knows what they're doing. So here's a little bit of a hack. Before we build that confidence naturally, this is something I did after I graduated from art school. I had sort of an alter ego, and I never told anyone about it, but it really helped me put on this persona anytime I would pitch my work and send it to a gallery to ask if I can have a show there, or every time I would put pictures on Facebook before Instagram and tell people that I had work available and they could purchase it. And it really helped me think from a perspective of someone who is already successful. And in psychology, there's this term called self-concept, or basically the way you see yourself, self-perception. And this is something that can really help you get success in the world, because our mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and imagined. And when we imagine ourselves to be successful, even if it's just for pretend, we actually physically begin to embody that. So there are celebrities who have alter egos. For example, Beyonce has Sasha Fierce, and I'm sure there's countless other examples, but I invite you to imagine someone, a role model or a leader or someone you deeply admire, maybe your favorite artist who you respect and you think they're so incredible. I want you to imagine what it would be like to be them. Now, I know it sounds a little bit crazy and you don't actually have to copy or anything like that, but just the feeling of knowing when you show up to the studio, when you show up in front of your easels or go to post online, how would it feel to know that you are already successful? You already have museum shows lined up. You already have gallery exhibitions. Practice doing that, because guess what? Eventually, it's going to happen to you. Eventually, you're going to have levels of success that are going to grow and grow upon each other. You're going to go from glory to glory, and eventually it's going to become your reality. Many artists, myself included, especially when I first started, struggle with their self-concept. And this can be really debilitating, because when we see ourselves as not successful, when we see ourselves as a loser or not good enough, it can impact the way that we show up, right? If we don't think we have a chance, we're not even going to try. So I invite you to think about the self-concept that you want to have. How do you want to feel when you're already successful? How would it feel to be that person? What would you look like? What would you dress like? What would you say? How would you show up online? And start reflecting on those things, and eventually it's going to help you embody that version of you, and it's going to be like a backwards effect. It's almost like chicken before the egg situation. Now, some practical ways for you to actually embody this new self-concept can be done by making small changes. So for example, going with this new perspective and imagining that you are feeling like one of your favorite artists, and going and updating your Instagram bio to reflect this new confidence, even if it's fake for now. It's okay. The other thing you can do is to write a post from this perspective. So instead of being like, oh, who cares? No one even looks at my Instagram. Actually sitting down and imagining that people do care. People are looking forward to seeing your next work or seeing the behind the scenes of your process. And finally, a great thing to do is to declutter your workspace. Clean up your studio, hang up your favorite work, take pictures of it like you would if you knew that work was going to an amazing gallery or opportunity of some sort. And really pull your shoulders back, lift your chin, and know that you're already amazing. I remind my clients of this all the time, but just even the fact that we're alive on this planet is 1 in 4 trillion or some statistic like that. And that alone is a miracle. You're already worthy, you're already talented, and there's only one of you. Now, I know that mindset work and practicing and having an alter ego and doing your affirmations and really stepping into that identity is powerful work, and I highly recommend it. But all of it is nothing unless we integrate by taking action. So like I said, you can make some small steps by tweaking your website bio or Instagram bio, cleaning up your space, applying to that opportunity you've been thinking about but putting off because you don't feel good enough. Successful people don't wait for anyone to invite them. They pave their own path, and I invite us all to do the same this year. Thank you so much for watching. I'm rooting for you. I believe in you. I want us to clean up our self-concept and see ourselves as talented, as capable, as powerful, and unstoppable. Now, if you're looking for support with your art career, I am a certified master coach with over 15 years of experience as an artist and small business owner. And I'm so excited to announce that my signature program, the Artist Navigation course, is opening soon. You can join the waitlist below in the show notes. And I'm so looking forward to sharing with you. And when you join the VIP waitlist, I'll be sharing exclusive bonuses and savings with you. Thanks so much for watching. Please remember to hit like and subscribe and share this with a friend who might need to hear it.